Hi, and welcome to WelcomeVideo232 Dual Diagnosis Supports and Treatment Options. I'm Peg Gould, your professor. This is an undergraduate course covering critical topics in supporting people with dual diagnosis. Sometimes dual diagnosis is also referred to as co-occurring diagnosis. We're going to talk about present and past interventions and practices, and we're going to highlight some trends as we're moving forward and we're learning more and more about how to treat people effectively with dual diagnosis. There are multiple course objectives in this class. You can read the whole list in the syllabus, but we are going to talk about what the term dual diagnosis means. As I mentioned before, we're going to talk about trends. We're going to analyze the use of medication or alternate treatment techniques that are now becoming more and more favorable, that are psychosocial supports. That in the top it's a picture, and on the left hand side you're going to see a whole list of useful components for you to be successful in the class. We're going to go through them all, but make sure that you are familiar with how the course flows and what the tabs are on the left hand side. This is a picture of the first announcement that you're going to see when you open the class for the first time. Please check announcements often. I use announcements to discuss key dates and highlight due dates and list reminders. It'll also provide important class information as we're progressing through the semester. So as I mentioned, you're going to have on that left-hand tab the components that you need for the class. Primarily, you're going to be using the weekly materials tab, the discussion board tab, and major assignments and writing assignments tab. Make sure that you check these, especially the weekly assignments, and make sure that you're checking them often enough that you're up to date in terms of what the next assignments are going to be. I post on the Wednesday prior to the start of our weeks. So for example, a week begins on Monday and it ends the following Sunday. I release the week the previous Wednesday. So you'll have 10 days to complete everything rather than just 7 days. That is the normal week in the course. The course is based on 100 quality points. That's how you'll achieve your grade. So you're going to earn points for each assignment, for the class project, for the final project, and writing assignments. At the end, all of those will be added together, and based on the amount of quality points that you earned, that'll translate into the grade that you receive. So let's say that you earned 98 quality points. If you look at this chart, that would fall under the category of an A, and that would be your grade, and so forth. In order to help you stay ahead of due dates, I included a course outline. It's a very simple document, but it gives you the week that we're in, the dates of that week. It'll show the topic that we're talking about for that week. It'll provide information as to what the assignment or task is. Is it a discussion board? Is it a writing assignment? And then it will also tell you how many points each of those activities are worth. And the last thing is when the due dates are. Due dates in this class are firm. I'm not going to be accepting work that is late. Unfortunately, students have abused that in the past, and so if it says it's due by that Sunday end of day, then you need to get it in by that Sunday end of day, or whatever the due date is. You'll post in discussion boards at the beginning your own thoughts, and then I expect you to respond to at least 2 or 3 other students every single week in a discussion board. This is a shared learning environment, so it's important that we all participate, and this is basically the class participation activity in an online. What's next? Go to week 1, and you'll see the weekly assignment, and you'll see the readings. You'll also in that tab see a discussion. Almost every week has a little discussion in it to give you sort of a general overview and some key information to think about. And then I include a major activities or major assignments piece just to keep you up to date as to what's coming up. It's a major project that you have to make sure that you're meeting the deadline for. I don't want you to miss any assignments. In week 1, please complete the readings and the discussion board and introduce yourself. And also add a photo, because in an online setting, having a picture that goes along with the person really is helpful in us getting to know one another. The next slide is basically quality of life throughout a lifetime for people with disabilities, and that's what we're focused on here. People with dual diagnosis sometimes have challenges in terms of quality of life. We're going to talk about that. It's an element about how to make sure that we're supporting people effectively. So how do you contact me? I can be contacted by the email for CUNY, but preferably use the mjvisions@aol.com. I check that more often. I do have a cell phone that you can text to. The office hours are listed here on the slide, but they're also in the syllabus. I hope you have a great semester. I'm looking forward to meeting each one of you and interacting with you during this class. Let's have some fun with the semester, and let's work hard, and hopefully everybody gets a super grade. Thanks. Talk to everybody soon.